An Xltrax.com featured interview, giving independent artists a voice.
It's truly a delight to be featuring Fronz Arp. Please tell us a little bit about the track that you want to promote.
Violet Killjoy was inspired by these several occasions in which people have punched me. Random strangers in the street have a couple of times punched me in the face, not because of any particular reason, not because I started a fight with them, but just because they walked up and punched me, and I'm still not exactly sure why. But so this song is inspired by that, inspired by the fear of things outside of your own little world coming in and taking advantage of you and forcing themselves onto you.
Can you tell us about any struggles or successes that you have had?
Well, I mean, I've won a few awards, I suppose, but I mean, no Grammys. But I guess in the struggle category, because I record everything myself. I write and record everything myself, sitting in my little room. And whenever I'm working with other musicians, because I'm an audio engineer as well, and I work as an engineer in studios and things like that. So, I find it hard to work with other producers and engineers because I find it hard to let it go, and I find it hard to work with somebody who I feel is completely on the same page, not only musically but in a studio sense. So I do tend to do nearly everything myself, and that can be a really big struggle because it's really hard to maintain any sense of perspective and really hard to put yourself in the position to be able to perform really well at the same time as trying to keep your eye on all the technical problems which may occur during recordings and things. So I think the approach probably does add, because it is a pretty stressful situation to put oneself in as a musician. So I think that kind of does add something to my music and probably to the slightly crazy sound of my music a bit as well, and probably also to the general vibe of the recordings, because a lot of the time I really do try and just get things down as quickly as I can, just so I prevent myself from focusing too much on things and obsessing about something which probably isn't very important. So that's a bit of a struggle, I suppose.
We would love to know about some of your upcoming work.
This year's I've decided to instead of releasing an album this year, as one would normally do, I have decided to try a different approach, and so I've started a project called Fronz Arp is a Tiny Crooked Orchestra, and throughout the year I'll be recording and releasing songs as soon as they're ready. So this stage I'm hoping that it's at least one song every 2 weeks, which of course means it means a few different things musically, which you're not focusing on a body of work as much, but I think over the course of the year that'll mean that I'll release 25 or 30 songs, which is quite a lot of songs for the year. But it's a really exciting thing, because it's something which I actually am quite excited by the challenge of doing that and doing it really regularly, and having stuff up and out very regularly, and also it's nice to use because I'm using the only way that you can do this is with the current climate of social networking and sites like Bandcamp, where you can release a song at a time without the need to upload everything to iTunes and then get things up on online radio stations and things like that. So I've just released the third song for that project, a song called Fire, and so the next one's due in 2 weeks, and within that time I'm moving from Sydney to Brisbane. So it's going to be stressful, but that's all right. That's what it's all about.
All right, well, how about a little intro to your latest single right now?
This is Fronz Arp, and you're listening to my single called Violet the Killjoy on Xltrax.
I opened the door and was sure there was somebody there. Oh, and Violet the Killjoy was hiding and waiting to take me. As a matter of fact, as I stood with my back to the wall, no, a shot like a thrill ran riot until it had faded. It had faded, but I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside, but what was outside, but what was out came in. Father the Killjoy emerged from a place in the night, whoa, and cut like a spark with the flash through the dark as it faded to a point in the black where the gun met the back of my head. Whoa, and the tormentor mock with the tick of the clock as it breaks me, as it breaks me. But I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside, but what was outside, but what was out came in. I'm afraid you left me alone. You left me alone with this. I'm shaking, I'm shaking. I'm afraid you left me alone. You left me alone with this. I'm shaking, I'm shaking. I'm afraid you left me alone. You left me alone with this. I'm shaking, I'm shaking. I'm lost and I'm violent. I said I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside in. I wanted you to save me from the outside, but what was outside, but what was out